Welcome to Islamic Religious Studies for JSS 3. Today we study business ethics in Islam, the principles that govern honest and fair commerce in the Islamic framework. Why business ethics matters in Islam. Islam does not separate religion from commerce. Islam regulates all aspects of human life, including business and trade. The Prophet Muhammad himself was a successful merchant before receiving the revelation. His business reputation for honesty and trustworthiness was known throughout Arabia, and he was called Al-Amin, the trustworthy. The Quran contains many verses about trade, contracts, and economic fairness. A Muslim businessman/woman is answerable to Allah for how they conduct their business. Fundamental principles of Islamic business ethics. 1. Honesty and truthfulness, SIDQ. A Muslim must be honest in all business dealings, in describing goods, in quoting prices, in fulfilling promises. The Prophet also said, "The truthful, honest merchant is with the prophets, the truthful and the martyrs." Tirmidhi. Dishonest selling, concealing defects in goods, is haram, forbidden. The Prophet also said, "Whoever cheats us is not one of us." Muslim. 2. Prohibition of fraud and deception, or gara and tadlis. Gara means excessive uncertainty or ambiguity in a contract. Tadlis means concealment or deception. Both are haram in Islamic law. Examples of haram transactions: selling goods whose quantity, quality, or delivery is uncertain. Misrepresenting the quality of goods. False advertising. 3. Prohibition of riba with interest/usury. Riba literally means increase or excess. In Islamic law, riba refers to interest or usury, charging extra money for a loan beyond the principal. The Quran strongly prohibits riba. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:275. Those who consume riba cannot stand except as one stands who is being beaten by Satan into insanity. Allah has permitted trade and has forbidden riba. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:278-279. O you who believe, fear Allah and give up what remains of your demand for riba. If you do not, take notice of war from Allah and His Messenger. Why is riba prohibited? It creates injustice. The borrower suffers while the lender profits regardless. It concentrates wealth in the hands of the rich. It exploits those in need. Alternative, Islamic finance uses structures like murabaha, or cost plus sale, musharaka, or partnership, and ijara, or leasing, instead of interest-bearing loans. 4. Fairness in weights and measures. The Quran explicitly commands fair weights and measures. Surah Al-Mutaffifin 83:1-3. Woe to those who give less, those who, when they take a measure from people, take in full, but when they give by measure or by weight to them, they cause loss. Using short weights or measures to cheat customers is a major sin in Islam. 5. Prohibition of monopoly and hoarding, itikar. Itikar means hoarding goods to create artificial scarcity and drive up prices. This is haram in Islamic law. The Prophet also said, "Whoever hoards food for 40 days desiring a rise in price, has certainly withdrawn from the covenant of Allah, and Allah has withdrawn from him." Ahmad. Islam encourages free market and open competition. 6. Fulfilling contracts, wafa bi'al-aqd. Islam requires Muslims to honor all contracts and agreements. Surah Al-Ma'idah 5:1. O you who believe, fulfill contracts. The Prophet also said the signs of a hypocrite include, when he enters a contract he breaks it, when he speaks he lies, when he promises he breaks his promise. Bukhari and Muslim. 7. Charitable giving in business. Muslim businesses are expected to pay zakat on their assets and trade profits. Islam also encourages sadaqah, voluntary charity, from business earnings. The Quran 2:261. The example of those who spend their wealth in the way of Allah is like a seed. It grows 7 ears of grain, and in each ear is 100 grains. Remember, Islam does not separate religion from commerce. Islam regulates all aspects of human life including business plus trade, Prophet Muhammad saw himself was a successful merchant before receiving the revelation. His business reputation for honesty plus trustworthiness was known throughout Arabia, called al-Amin/the Trustworthy. A Muslim businessman/woman is answerable to Allah for how they conduct their business. Fundamental principles: honesty plus truthfulness/SIDQ. Muslim must be honest in all business dealings. Prophet said equals the truthful honest merchant is with the prophets plus the truthful plus the matters termidi. Dishonest selling equals concealing defects in goods equals haram. Prophet said equals whoever cheats US is not one of US Muslim. Plus prohibition of fraud plus deception/gara plus tadlis. Gara equals excessive uncertainty or ambiguity in a contract. Tadlis equals concealment or deception, both haram. Examples equals selling goods whose quantity plus quality plus delivery is uncertain plus misrepresenting quality of goods plus false advertising. Plus prohibition of riba/interest/usury. Riba literally means increase or excess, refers to interest equals charging extra money for a loan beyond the principal. Quran strongly prohibits riba. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:275 equals those who consume riba cannot stand on day of resurrection except as one beaten by Satan. Allah has permitted trade plus has forbidden riba. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:278-279 equals fear Allah plus give up what remains of your demand for riba plus if you do not take notice of war from Allah and His Messenger, riba creates. Injustice equals borrower suffers plus lender profits regardless plus concentrates wealth in hands of the rich plus exploits those in need. Alternative equals Islamic finance uses murabaha/cost plus sale plus musharaka/partnership plus ijara/leasing instead of interest-bearing loans. Plus fairness in weights plus measures. Quran explicitly commands fair weights plus measures. Surah Al-Mutaffifin 83:1-3 equals woe to those who give less than do equals those who when they take a measure from people take in full but when they give by measure or weight cause loss. Using short weights or measures equals major sin in Islam. Plus prohibition of monopoly plus hoarding/itika. Itika equals hoarding goods to create artificial scarcity plus drive up prices. Haram in Islamic law. Prophet said equals whoever hoards food for 40 days desiring a rise in price has certainly withdrawn from the covenant of Allah Ahmad. Islam encourages free market plus open competition. Plus fulfilling contracts/wafa bi'al-aqd. Islam requires Muslims to honor all contracts plus agreements. Surah Al-Mu'aydah 5:1 equals O you who believe fulfill all contracts. Signs of hypocrite equals when he enters a contract he breaks it plus when he speaks he lies plus when he promises he breaks his promise. Bukhari plus Muslim. Plus charitable giving in business. Muslim businesses expected to pay zakat on assets plus trade profits. Islam encourages sadaqah/voluntary charity from business earnings. Quran 2:261 equals example of those who spend wealth in way of Allah like a seed grows 7 ears of grain plus in each ear is 100 grains. Thank you for studying Islamic Religious Studies with us today.